classmates, in this video we are going to discuss from question number 24 to 30 from Australian Maths Contest Year 2021 test paper that we were discussing in the first two videos. And my sincere apologies for the gap from the last video tutorial to this one. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Alright. So question number 24, 3 gears are connected as shown. 2 larger gears have 20 teeth each. Look at the picture here. There are 3 gears attached to each other. They're talking about 2 larger gears have 20 teeth each. They're talking about A and C have 20 teeth each. And the smaller gear has 10 teeth, which is M, possibly has 10 teeth. The middle gear is rotated half a turn in the direction of the rows. Alright, turning the M upside down. Alright, okay. So what we see here, the arrows are for the clockwise rotation. That would shift M towards downwards and it would be upside down. So the question that they're asking is, what do the 3 gears look like after this rotation? So remember that M has 10 teeth. If it would be upside down, so it is moving basically for the 5 teeth, right? So all the options here, we have the M upside down. All right, so these are the 5 teeth. Remember that when the gear A would be moving, it would be in just opposite direction of the M. Okay, you can, this is a concept, and you can also apply it, that if it will be moving here to the clockwise side, this one would be upward. You can see that it would push it upward. So direction of the A gear would be anti-clockwise. Similarly, direction of C would be also anti-clockwise. Okay. So what do we have next is when M will be moving 5 teeth, then A will also be moving 5 teeth, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can consider in this way, or you can also consider that since A and C both have 20 teeth and 5 is 1/4 of it, so basically it would move 1/4. Okay, so currently the A is here, so whenever this A would be moving 1/4 to anti-clockwise, always A would be pointing to this. Okay, so if you will move this to 1/4, currently it is here, then it will move to here, a clear 90-degree shift to the anti-clockwise. A would be pointing this side. Okay, similarly, so any options which would have A pointing to this direction would be our answer. So look at the answers. Option number A is also fulfilling our answer. So is the option number B. So probably, and if you look at the others, they are different directions altogether. So our options would be narrowing down to A and B. Now look at C. C would be also moving to the 90-degree here. So currently it is pointing here. When it would be anti-clockwise 90 degrees or 1/4, it would be facing this side. So this top of C would be facing towards west. So which option do we have facing west among A and B? Between A and B, basically it's just the A. So A would be our answer. Okay. So next question we have is, in a dice game, Yasmin rolls 5 standard dice all at once. She needs to roll a full house which has a triple of one number and a pair of a different number. How many different full house rolls are possible? So there are 5 standard dice all at once. She's rolling out, she needs to roll a full house. So what does the full house mean here? That there would be a triple of one number. So you can see that there are 3 dices with the same numbers and a pair of different numbers. So a pair would be matching same number but different than the the triple other three dices. Okay, so we need to find out the possibilities, the total number of possibilities of this scenario. So you remember that dice has how many numbers? 1, 2, 6. Okay, so if you think about just the two um, dices with the same numbers, it would be basically possibility would be 1 to 6. Okay, so there would be 6 possibilities, correct? Now how many numbers are left? Because as per the full house, the other 3 digits would be different than the number that you would be giving in the a couple of these dices, right? So if you will have 1, for example, the other 3 would be any number which would be not 1 but any other number, right? So how many numbers that we will have left? 5, except 1. Okay, so it can have 2, it can have 3, it can have 4, it can have 5, it can have 6, right? So 1 will be paired with other 5 numbers. Similarly, if there would be 2 on these 2 digits, then all other 5 numbers but 2 would be considered. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Similarly, for 3, other than 3, whatever numbers would be there would be considered. So as you know that for the 2, the pair of 2 would be would have how many rows possible? 6 rows possible. Why? From 1 to 6. Okay, but for the remaining 3, how many are possible? 5 each. Okay, so for 1, 5, for 2, 5, okay, and 3 also 5. So similarly 6 up to 6, 5. So total how many? 6 times 5, 30. There would be 30 full house rolls are possible with this with the dices here. So option number E would be our answer. So let's get into question number 26. This is a magic square so that all rows, columns and diagonals add up to the same sum. Some numbers are filled in. When we complete and multiply the numbers in the 3 shaded squares, which is A, B and C, what do we get? So let's start with a diagonal, which or a row or a column which is completely filled in, to figure out what would be the sum. What we see is this diagonal is totally filled in. So let's find out the sum. 16 plus 10, 26 plus 7, 33 plus 1 is 34. So definitely the value of the sum is 34. With this value, we are gonna find out the unknowns and some missing numbers. So we need to target the row and the column where the knowns A, B and C are located. So if we look at this particular column C, we need to also look at the least unknowns so that we can easily calculate the value of A, B and C, right? So with this column we definitely do not know the value of it, but we do know the total of the row. So 15 plus 4, 19, 19 plus 1, 20. So this value would be 34 minus 20, 14. Okay, so we know this is 14, and 14 plus 7, 21 plus 2 is 23, right? So value of C would be 34 minus 23 would be 11. Okay, now that we know the value of C, let's move on to a row where we have A. As we know that A would also require another missing number to be filled in, but good thing we have all 3 numbers in that column already filled in. With that help, we will find out the unknown or the missing number easily. So let's calculate. 8 plus 12 is going to be 20 plus 1, 21. 34 minus 21 would be 13. So this would be 13. Now that you know C is 11, with the help of this missing number 13 that you just now calculated, you can easily calculate value of E. That would be 13 plus 2, 15 plus 16 would be 31, right? With the with that, A would be 34 minus 31 is 3. Now that you know the value of A, you can easily find out the value of B, right? So 3 plus 10, 13 plus 15 is gonna be 28, and that would mean B equals 34 minus 28 equals 6. Okay, now that you know the value of B, C, and A, you can multiply together to find out the answer, which would be 11 times 3, 33, multiplied by 6 would be 198. Just for your convenience, let's write it down here. So value will be 198. That would be our answer. Okay.